I think that a good idea would be for a woman to say, for her as an example, that she does go first. You know, I'm going to go first. If you're not comfortable with this now, sort of give him an edge out. If you're not comfortable with this now, I'm going to go. Maybe I can find out some things to help us. You know, you always have to build a man up before you start with the negatives and the jabs and the punches. But you do need to address the problem. If you're having a problem, do not sweep it under the rug. It's not going away.
Communication.
Communication and respect and trust is key. If there's a problem in the bedroom, address it.
Ayesha, final thoughts.
So besides the magazine, I do PR as well. And one of the things in PR is really understanding your audience. I think one of the most important things you guys can do for yourself, not just in your personal lives, but in your friendships, your professional lives with your children, with your parents, is we all have our ways that we be. The trigger buttons that we have, the things that make us happy, the things that make us sad, the things that, you know, like get us riled up, the things that make us depressed. When you've been with somebody for long enough, or you've just met somebody for the first time, I think the most important thing is figure out what is it about them that makes them work. And if you can address that core part of them from the core part of you, I think you're going to have a very successful relationship. So say, for example, you know, you love flowers in the morning, and I'm your partner, if I was, but I would bring you flowers in the morning, and vice versa. If you knew that I like flowers in the morning, you would do that to me, because when you can address somebody at their most core, then you will have a connection with them that'll transcend all the problems in the world, because you'll be speaking to that person one-on-one, truth to truth, and I think that really what it all comes down to. So look for the things that make a person work, make a person react, make a person be, and find what those things are in yourself, connect the two together, and you'll have a very, very successful relationship.
And Ayesha, remember you and I had gone to listen to the global head of Chanel speak.
Yes.
And one of the things that she learned from a superior of hers was to listen. Just shut up and listen. It was probably one of the hardest things for her to learn, but imagine the pearls of wisdom you would glean if you actually did that.
Listen and pay attention. I mean,
Actively
like when
listen.
somebody is saying something, actively listen. When somebody is saying something to you, they're saying something, they're reacting, but they're also giving you information about themselves. Find out what that information is, and use it to, not use it, but in a bad way, but like use it to really connect with that person. I think it's very important, and we all do it on every single, even I'm doing it right now. I'm telling you how I feel by talking to you and giving you advice. I'm telling you my thoughts. You, if anybody was smart, you would pick that up and come right back to me, and I'd be like, oh, you're my best friend, you know?
Lydia,
So that's what I say.
final thoughts.
I want to say that sensuality is, and being in control of your body is the essence of being confident in your waking life. It is the core of your being. It's literally, your second chakra is your core. I also want to say that wanting sex, being aggressive in it, if that's what you like, is not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you a whore. It doesn't make you a freak. It just makes you you. Yeah, it makes you a sexual person. And there's nothing wrong with embracing that. I mean, we've talked a lot about marriage and about being in relationships, but there's also nothing wrong with having sex outside of a relationship, outside of marriage. You need to know what you want. And in order to do that, you kind of have to experiment a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with just having a one-night stand if that's what you want to do.
Oh, God, Janis is about to eject out of her seat.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're not marrying every guy out there. If you know from the jump you're not going to marry him, what's wrong with, having fun, having a good time with your body? I'm not saying you do that all the time or that, you make that a habit, but there's nothing, free yourself.
And if you do, be safe, right?
Absolutely. Be safe, be creative.
Alison, final thoughts.
Just jumping off that, as a woman working on yourself first, I work one-on-one with women, coaching them and getting in connection with their bodies and with their desires so that you can step into the professional and personal life that you really want. I offer a free Your Inner Fox breakthrough session. It's a time to talk about what you desire and really getting clear on that.
And it's free.
It's free, it's complimentary. And it's your desire is your compass. And if you can follow that and clear away all of the fears, all of the things that are blocking you from having those things, everything will unfold. So this is a session to really look at that. What do you want? What's getting in your way? And what do you need to do to move forward?